Today, we're going to talk about the root of sin. Welcome to the mountain of fire, home to the spiritually inclined. It is said in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." This passage is the infamous saying, "The love of money is the root of all kind of evil." However, there is another root that can lead to the love of money, and that is the root that we're going to address today. It is said in Psalm 51, verse 5, "Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin my mother conceived me." This passage is not addressing a specific iniquity, but rather the ability to sin. And we all know that as human beings, we are yielding to sin rather than doing righteous things. For example, a child, from the moment he can express himself and he starts comprehending things, he's going to lie to you. Now, that is an ability that he got in an instinctive way. And that is the root that we want to address today. And to go to the root of it, we have to go all the way to the beginning with Adam and Eve in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 4 to 6. "Then the serpent said to the woman, 'You will not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.' So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate." In this passage, we see that the serpent, who was the devil by the way, deceived Eve to eat of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. And in order to understand what really took place, we have to first understand the heart of a man and the heart of a woman. Because the heart of a man is to lead, to protect, to provide, and so on. And the heart of a woman is glamour, romance, beauty, sustain life, nurture, and so on. So, while the devil was deceiving Eve, in her heart, she was calling out for Adam. She was wondering, "Adam, are you going to say something about this?" But Adam didn't say anything. So she felt hurt. She got wounded. She didn't feel that she was worthy enough for Adam to rescue her. She didn't feel like she wasn't enough. So she took matters to her hand and did something that is not proper to the heart of a woman, that is to lead. So she took the lead. She went on and she ate the fruit. And she turned around and gave it to Adam. And Adam ate of it. And right after he ate of it, he realized, "I should have done something about it. I should have stopped it. I failed to protect her. I failed to do something." And since then, Adam has been living in fear of failing to protect, failing to provide, and so on. And Eve has been living in fear of not being enough, of not being worthy to be rescued. And that fear got passed on all the way to us. It just got passed on from Adam, Eve to the generation. Because with fear in your heart, whatever you have is bound to be contaminated by it. Let's say someone has a child and that person has the fear of water, but the child is destined to be a professional swimmer. Somehow that destiny of the child is going to be affected by the fear of water. And we have been passing on that wound, that root to children, to our children, and it kept on going. And that root leads to the love of money, because we think that more money can get rid of the fear of providing, can get rid of the fear of not being protected, of not being taken care of. So we fall in love with money because we think money can give us freedom. Money can take away that fear. While in reality, money does not take away that fear. Money comes to boost our pride and boost up the greed in us. In real life, what can take away that fear, that root, is love. Perfect love. As mentioned in 1 John chapter 4, verse 18, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment. But he who fears has not been made perfect in love. We have to go back to perfect love in the presence of God. Perfect love casts out fear, to take away that fear of failing, to take away that fear of not being worthy to be rescued. And that's how we can make the world a better place. And that's how we will stop passing on that root, that wound to our children. And we can raise our children the right way. And that concludes our topic for the day on the root of all sin. And if you have any question or any suggestion or any feedbacks, I would love to read them. You can drop them in the comment box. And until next time, stay encouraged. God bless you and God keep you. And thank you for watching.